I'm a really big fan of using energy to shield and protect yourself. As an intuitive person who can feel energy, who can hear telepathically when people are trying to get into my head, from having experiences of people trying to manipulate me, I am now at the point in my life where I don't want anything to do with that energy, and I want those people out of my energy field, and I want them to not be trying to influence me. And so I use crystals and different types of binding work and protective work to help protect myself from those types of people, because people can be very destructive. I think we want to be in a world where everything is love and light, and we want to think that people are always kind and people have our best interest in mind, but I have found that not to be true. I'm not saying they necessarily do it on purpose, but people do use manipulation a lot. So I use crystals and stones and things, for example, of like writing a person's name and putting it on a jar. When someone's energy is intrusive into my energy, and they're either fighting with me psychically or they're trying to control me in some way. This energy is not meant to hurt them. I am not trying to cause them egregious pain and harm. I am just trying to get them to leave me alone. I once saw an interview with a voodoo priest, and it was just a really great example. They said, if you come up to me and I'm not doing anything to you, and you throw a ball at my head and I catch it and I throw it back at you and it hits you, is it my fault because you threw the ball first? And the answer is no. There are a lot of people out there that will take energy and hurtful things and use it to hurt you. What you want to be able to do is block and have that energy be pushed back onto them, so they are the recipient of their own negative energy. You're not necessarily trying to hurt them, you're just trying to get them to feel and take responsibility for what they're doing. And you should never feel bad about protecting yourself, whether it's physically or energetically. You can still bring a loving energy, you can still bring a kindness, you just don't want to be in a position of being manipulated. So I think if you're going to use crystals to build a shield, one of the best ones you can use is peridot, particularly if you're still in a vulnerable situation and you're trying to really get out of it, which was probably the most common place that people would come to see me at, was they were in a super vulnerable place and they needed to learn to shield themselves. I always recommended a combination of amethyst, peridot, black tourmaline, labradorite, and kyanite. I'd give them a little baggie of it and I'd send them on their way. That mix really helped people start to learn about their own energy and be able to feel it and be able to start to feel when someone was manipulating them. Because when people try to manipulate you, they're not using words, they're actually reaching out energetic claws into you, and you can feel them. When you get more sensitive to your energy field, you can feel them trying to work you and pull you and drag you in a different direction. And that's the place you want to get to, especially if you're an energy person or you're an empath or you feel other people, is getting to the place where you are able to protect yourself, that you can immediately sense when someone is manipulative. And using crystals to learn to help shield your energy will also learn to help you feel your energy, so you can start to feel when people are coming at you. Lots and lots of crystals are protective in different ways. And protection is a dimensional thing. It's not just like one stone will work one way. You kind of sometimes have to carry a mix of them because you need protection in many ways.